Hello and thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Jurnee Taylor and here are your headlines. Now at noon, the self-proclaimed most pro-union president is taken to the picket lines today. At 12:08, more on Biden's trip to stand with striking auto workers. Meanwhile, here at home, Little Rock City leaders are still working to sort out drama at the city's housing authority. We'll share what's happening next in 3 minutes. And we use our cell phones for everything, but are we being polite? Just ahead, we're breaking down the new rules for cell phones. More of those headlines soon, and I have to address it before we get into weather. Meteorologist Simone Thomas is in for meteorologist Nathan Scott again today, and I'm guessing after Monday, our brains synced up or something, because yes, we're twinning in our orange.
We're twinning with the maps too. I mean, I guess we're matching the forecast, sunny and a little bit warm, not really feeling fall-like. That's still the main story for the forecast. Already starting to see a few places across the state entering into the 90s. Pine Bluff, 91 down in Camden, 90 evening, just under that 90-degree mark here in the capital city, 89 currently in Little Rock. Now across the metro, got a few places in those mid to upper 80s, but as we continue through the day, everybody looking to get into the 90s again under these sunny skies. Overall looking to peak around 92 in Little Rock today as you head home. Going to be some clear skies, calm conditions for that evening commute. I'll have your look at the rest of the week coming up later on, so make sure you stick around.
All right, thanks, Simone. Well, this afternoon, we're working to get more information on a deadly wreck involving State Police Sunday. Here's what we know right now. The crash happened on the Stenton Road overpass of I-30 East in Little Rock. According to the report, police say they pursued a suspect driving a BMW with fake tags at high speeds. The suspect died after a trooper used a pit maneuver technique to stop the car. We'll provide updates as we receive them on air and online at THV11.com. Pine Bluff police are naming a suspect in a double shooting where one of the victims died. Police are looking for 29-year-old Matthew Ferry. They say he's armed and dangerous and was last seen driving a dark red Dodge Charger with Arkansas plate AMY 36S. We first reported that officers found a man and woman shot at a home on Griderfield Ladd Road last night. The woman died at the scene, but the man survived and was rushed to the hospital. Meanwhile, Pine Bluff police say that a man accused of shooting and killing a woman Sunday evening is now in custody. Police say Donovan Cuthbertson is in jail this afternoon on charges tied to the killing of Rachel Crouch. Crouch was found dead Sunday night at a home on Belmore. Now to Saline County, we are looking to get more information in the aftermath of the abrupt resignation of Mayor Bryant Allen Scott last week. The mayor stepped down after the board gave him a vote of no confidence. Tonight, the city council will meet to decide when a special election will be held to elect his replacement. The meeting will be at 6:30 and we'll have more tonight at 10. Well, today, Little Rock City leaders will continue their push for the Housing Alliance's board members to resign. 3 housing commissioners will appear before the city's board at 4 p.m. Now, this all stems from a report from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, which exposed years of alleged missing financial reports, among other issues. The city requested their resignation, but most of the commissioners are standing their ground. Now we have a THV 11 update on 167 World Works, specifically in Jacksonville. It's been going on for a couple months now, and at least one business owner is feeling the impact. Zach Hayes says the construction equipment blocked his store, Comic Book Survivors, for weeks, making it nearly impossible to see and taking a toll on his livelihood.
I am so broke at this point, I can't afford diapers, and if I don't get sales on a daily basis, I can't pay myself, ever. And I had $9 in my bank account. I couldn't afford to buy my daughter's diapers, and that was really my breaking point.
Dave Parker with AuDOT says he recognizes the obstacles the project presents, but in the end, it will benefit business owners like Hayes.
All the barrels and detours and all that, it's tough. We understand that. It's tough on me personally, but it's also an indication of progress. That area needs to have better, safer, wider roads, better improved intersections because it's growing.
Of course, the challenge for Hayes and comic book survivors will be staying afloat as work continues. Closures are expected to last at least another year. Well, this afternoon, we have a warning from the Arkansas Attorney General about social media scams designed to trick you out of your money. Some share fake tickets, scam websites, or even pose as your friends online. But as CHV 11's Sarah Hobakowitz learned, the new scams make it even harder to ever get your money back.
According to the Better Business Bureau, this football season, scammers are locking in on fans.
We're seeing a lot of the ticket scams, especially in the comments.
And while the comments can look pretty real, like these, scammers can use fake profiles or even hack your friends to make the post, offering bogus tickets to steal money or sometimes fake links to watch the game.
They post links to where you can stream the high school football or basketball game, and people will click them and unfortunately sometimes give away payment information or sometimes get malicious software on their device.
A lot of these scammers target Facebook groups like this one with about 1,000 Razorback fans. As an admin, Ray Moreno works every day to weed out fake accounts.
About every 10 people that I get that want to join the group, almost half might be blocked.
It's not a perfect process, but Moreno says he errs on the side of caution and looks for clues in the poster's profile.
I try to look at their profile, see where they're from. Somebody from a third world country is trying to sell a Razorback ticket. To me, that throws up another red flag.
And the Attorney General's office says they've seen an uptick in scams involving peer-to-peer payment systems like Cash App or Zelle, explaining these types of systems don't actually hold funds, so it makes it difficult to recover money when a purchase ends up being fraudulent. But there are a few ways to protect yourself, like using verified sources and avoid clicking unknown links.
Trust your gut. You want to trust your instincts. If that something seems off to you, it probably is.
Reporting in Little Rock, Sarah Horbakowitz, THV 11 News.
Well, if you think you've been a victim of a scam, you can reach out to the Attorney General's office or your local law enforcement. Turning now to Capitol Hill, where the clock is ticking towards a government shutdown set to take effect at midnight on Saturday night. But so far, no deals appear close. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says he wants to move forward today on 4 of the 12 spending bills that fund the government. However, far-right Republicans have blocked the House from moving forward, and it's not yet certain if they'll allow debate on the bills this time. Even if the House does pass the bills, it won't do much to fund the government because the legislation includes deep spending cuts, which Senate Democrats will not approve. Meanwhile, President Biden is on his way to Michigan to stand in solidarity with auto workers 12 days after they went on strike. The high-profile trip to the swing state comes a day before former President Donald Trump plans his own visit with auto workers. Skylar Henry reports from the White House.
President Biden boarded Air Force One Tuesday on his way to Michigan to join striking auto workers on the picket lines.
They saved the automobile industry. And I think that now that the industry is roaring back, they should participate in the benefit of that.
The UAW has been on strike against Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis for 12 days now. Among other things, workers are seeking a 36% raise over 4 years, and they want to extend union protections to workers at 10 electric vehicle battery factories.
We're fighting this corporate greed. They want to suppress our wages.
I'm making less per hour than I was 23 years ago. What's wrong with that picture?
President Biden calls himself the most pro-union president ever. His trip comes one day before former president and 2024 GOP frontrunner Donald Trump is set to speak with auto workers himself in Michigan. They are far from the only politicians showing support for the auto workers.
The company CEO of GM makes like $30 million a year. I mean, these guys, increasingly, they can't afford to buy the cars that they make.
We've got to share this wealth and share this success.
As the strike expands, the economic impacts are already being felt. Ford announced Monday it would pause work on a $3.5 billion electric vehicle plant in Michigan. And some automotive suppliers in the state are warning that layoffs may soon be necessary. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Well, coming up, it's fall and we're closer to cold and flu season, and many experts are urging people to go ahead and get their COVID-19 and flu shots. But is it safe to get them together? Our verified team is here with the answers. That's just 2 minutes away. But right now, Simone is here with our forecast. Simone.
Now here's a quick view out east on our RView 11 camera. A great day outside, but are we ever going to start to feel like fall? I'll have the answer for you coming up in 4 minutes.